very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. First ball.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, there was a bit of width on offer, and it was full too. Nice shot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Misses everything. That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Nalkande coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, my. That's just flown off the middle. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nice solid defensive shot. Great shot. At least one on offer. Gone. Great catch. Quick reactions. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Doesn't beat the infield.
End of the over. The batting batting team are now 29 for 1.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Cathedral Road end. Needs to be on target. Nearly gets the edge. Isanula with a great delivery there. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Gone. Good work catching that one. Big dive from the fielder. Tremendous catch.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of this quality shouldn't be doing that.
That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. How will he reply?
Smacked away. It may carry over the fielder for a maximum.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Needs a dot ball.
No. Terrible shot. They'll get at least 1 here. Caught, and that's stuck. Out. What a screamer.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Is the new batsman at number 5. Please give him a round of applause.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Nalkande finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved.
4 overs down, and the captain won't be too happy with their bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit. Maybe bring on a 4th or 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around. Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? The bowler looks really confident. Ul Haq in deep discussion with his teammate. It's close, but I think it's just clipping the stumps.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Great shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Crack! Head was completely still and they've struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
Wasim, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Wasim, 2 full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
Curran, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
Overpitched and punched down the ground. Brilliant batting.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the power play finishes. Isanula from the Cathedral Road end. That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Right out of the middle of the bat.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Finds the fielder with that shot. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
That's a boundary save for sure. On that nicely, good defence. Nice shot, runs possible. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Wow, that's missed a lot.
The batting team are now 112 for 4.
Wasim from the River Taff end. Singh, the spinner, coming into the attack. Misses everything.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice bowling.
There'll be runs here. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. That's going a long way. What a shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
The Tigers managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Kemp, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Cathedral Road end. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
Oh, yes, nice bowling. Right there. Yep.
That's out. Deep mid-off. Needed to move a bit, but they got there with time to spare. It's a fine catch. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off. And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings.
At number 7.
Doesn't beat the infield.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over, by the way. The batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Some adjustments to the field.
Singh from the River Taff end.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Couldn't get it through the field. And gone. Brilliant catch. Tried to go over, but it's gone straight to backward point.
In the
Really getting into the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Edge, but it drops safely. Marsh staying put, but the opposition have put in a huge appeal. That silenced the local fans. Another wicket.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
On a hat-trick now. Don't worry, the nerves will be there for the bowler and the batter. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision?
And that brings up the hat-trick for the spinner.
Lots of pressure coming in to bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though.
Catch!
Oh, great shot.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Kemp shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. No. Terrible shot.
Yep.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot.
Yep. Yep.
That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Nearly gets the edge. Kemp with a great delivery there.
Wait there.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The Tigers managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Singh from the River Taff end. Everyone's gone up.
Nice bowling.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Can he get the 50?
Edged, unplayable. That's a confident appeal.
Oh, well bowled.
Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. In this format of the game, that over is as good as a wicket. Superb bowling.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Oh, well bowled.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
The dismissed batsmen bowled for 50.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
At number 11, please make him welcome.
Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. Gone. Great catch. Safe pair of hands to get the win.
That win never looked in doubt from very early in the match. It's been a great performance and a deserved win.
That was a lot closer than it looked on paper. What a fantastic match. Hope you enjoyed the coverage and see you soon.